Welcome back to the Shane and Shelby Show.
I'm Shane, and this beautiful number beside me is my wife, Shelby. How we doing?
We're doing good. We are blonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went blonder. It's only been 4 weeks. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but I did it anyway. And yeah, perfect timing too, because I'm gonna go to the beach where it's going to be a pain to keep it this blonde and healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never going to be healthy. Let's just give up on that.
Yeah, I did hear though that if you're going to the beach and you have blonde hair, you are supposed to get it wet first, drench it in conditioner, do like a braid, put it under a hat, and then that's supposed to help it.
You going to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
You're not going to do that.
No, I am. I'm trying to keep my hair growing and not fry it completely off because I did this one time, like 3 years ago on a girls' trip. I'd gone like platinum blonde literally a couple of days before going to Florida and then didn't know all of these rules and sat outside and let my hair fry off, went and bought purple shampoo, like completely ruined my hair. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to avoid that.
Oh, so I guess over 30 is when like responsibility kicks in? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Mm,
I'm trying
interesting.
to be responsible. We're going to get into this a little bit later about how I'm struggling to be responsible. But
It's a struggle, no matter what age.
we have had the busiest freaking week. Oh my goodness. So the kids, this was their last week of school. And I don't know why it is nowadays. This was not the same when we were young, to where the last month of school, the kids do no schoolwork.
Yeah.
Literally none. It's dress up days, party days. You are at the school like 5 times the last 2 weeks of school for award ceremonies, class parties, graduations. You got to buy all the crap. It's a little wild.
I remember once we were almost done with school, like high school, college, the last couple weeks being chill. I don't think they were in fifth grade.
No, no, I really don't think that we ever had this as a kid. We also went into June being in Arkansas, and the kids now are out the 20 something of May, which is crazy. So crazy. They're already out of school. But we went to the class assembly thing. Benji got an award. And then they've had swim lessons this week, basketball twice this week. Audrey graduated 5th grade this week. It's literally been nonstop.
What was that? ENT appointment that we're
Oh, doctor's
spiking up for?
appointment. Yeah, tonsils and adenoids coming out. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, that's what we've been up to this week. We're actually having to film this podcast a lot later than normal. Shane's gonna have to like get with it to
I
get this
went
out.
full IT mode to get this bad boy going too, because never do the update. Just don't do updates. I don't know why. I fell for it. I
You fell
always
for
fall
it.
for it. Every time I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should do this update. I do the updates anyway, and always bites me in the ass.
Yes, it does. That's why I don't do them. All right. In the news.
Mm.
In the news. This is social news. This is not like actual news. I don't watch that. So, booty shorts are out.
The hell they are.
Yeah, according to random influencers on the internet.
Mm.
Yes. Booty shorts are out for everyone, apparently, not just 30 plus moms, but everyone. They're saying they are no longer a thing. We're supposed to be wearing these long dad shorts.
No, you're not.
Yeah. And that's been around. So the dad shorts, Abercrombie came out with the dad shorts a few years ago. And I have had friends who have liked the dad shorts. I think they're like a 6 or 7 inch length on them. And the only friends that I've had that actually have liked them have a large behind
Mm.
and need a little bit more coverage. And it honestly looks more like a 4 inch on them. Like if you're a
Yeah.
pear shaped and you wear a 6 inch, it'll probably look like a 4 inch. But on me, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think if you're short, hell no.
Yeah.
If you are short, you have short legs, you don't need to look any shorter. Like, wear the short shorts, sister. And I'm sorry if people don't like seeing half my butt cheek hanging out. That's a them problem.
Them people ain't me.
Exactly.
And if you're already in a relationship and you can wear whatever you want to, go for it. But if you're single and you're wearing these stupid long shorts, you're going to stay single. If you need to devote yourself to studies for a solid month, you wear those shorts because you will get no attention. So that could be a move if you're like trying to stay out of the, the mix, the dating circles, wear the big shorts.
Mm,
But if you're not, go back to the old tried and true.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
one has a problem with those on my side of the fence.
No, it's just women who are, I feel like, not very comfortable in their relationship, maybe.
Mm,
Like their men is looking because they're not wearing the booty shorts
yeah.
at the other women wearing the booty shorts. And, I just wear them. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're going to find something to look at.
Shit. That is so wrong. Okay, so I did see one video that I was like completely disagreed with. It was saying, I know my frontal lobe is fully developed when these long shorts look way more cute and flattering than the, 2 or 3 inch shorts. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
No. You
that's a
are
miss.
probably brainwashed by social media if you truly believe that those Bermuda shorts, we wore those. We wore those back in school
Mm,
because I couldn't wear my short shorts and I was
yeah.
constantly getting dress coded at school. And the only option was those long, I had plaid ones, plaid Bermuda shorts. Those were absolutely hideous. Do you remember those?
Yep.
Oh, awful. All the girls in middle school had to wear those. And now my
And they
kid,
got made fun of.
oh, yeah.
There's a reason too.
Yeah. But now we don't even do dress codes, at least not in elementary school. I don't know how it's going to be in middle school if we go, but I don't really know what they do for dress codes there because these girls are wearing track shorts.
They got bigger problems going on over
Exactly.
there.
Exactly. Okay. Next up. I just saw this video today and it said, I want people to question my age and how many kids I have by my outfit.
Hmm.
So the complete opposite of long shorts.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look like I'm 22 with no kids. That would be
That's
like,
the dream.
yeah, if someone stopped me and was like, there's no way you have an 11 and a 7-year old. Thank you. You're my new best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Hot mom. Like, don't we all? I don't know. Maybe you don't, but you're wrong. Um,
I guess there is a line though, because if I shave all of my facial hair,
no, no,
I
no,
look 12.
not for men.
Oh, okay.
No, I think men are supposed to want to look old. Like you should look older.
Gotcha.
Women, yeah, you should. I think the older dad look is good.
Okay.
Not like 50,
Oh, okay.
but just like
Hike
not.
up the khakis.
No, no, but keep that facial hair. We don't want you looking 12.
Put a pen in my pocket.
Oh my God. Okay, also, Lululemon came out with a no front seam aligns, which we mentioned that they had come out with these in the last
This is
episode.
the news. That's fun.
This is the news. Yes, and I have them on. The
Ooh.
no front seam align leggings, and they're perfect. There's literally no complaint. If you like align leggings, you will love these. There's no complaint. It doesn't get like weird in the crotch area. Sometimes the no front seam, it's like made funky. These are perfect. They feel like aligns. They look like aligns. You can buy your true size. Are they more expensive? Yes. Weird because they have one less seam, but apparently, in order to make them like
Harder to make, yeah.
structural whatever,
Mm.
cost more money. So I don't really care that they cost more money. It's like $10. I'd rather pay the $10 for no front seam.
Think about that as like a price per wear. I think you're gonna wear these a lot.
Oh yeah,
Gonna make up for it.
twice a week minimum. Okay, TA3. This is in the news mainly just because I need to share it for you guys because I have shared on here
Mm.
many times that we love TA3 swimsuits. I got the Sashi. That's the new swimsuit in. It ties in the back, big bow. I got the Sashi in. It looked stunning on the model. And unfortunately, it is made so poorly. It cost almost $200 to buy, and it definitely felt like an Amazon quality swimsuit. And so I cannot recommend that one. I'm also gonna check with them and see if they possibly changed manufacturers, because now I don't know if I can recommend them at all to you guys, because I'm not gonna tell you to buy a $200 swimsuit that doesn't feel like a $200
Mhm.
swimsuit. Like, those swimsuits I've always recommended because I felt like they were high quality, build your confidence, so many good things, but if they've changed, maybe just pause until I give you guys an update, because I don't want anyone wasting money.
Yeah, at that price, you gotta do everything right, and
Yes.
they did not on the last couple.
No, no, there has been another one that I tried too, and that one I thought it was like a fluke. Like, they'd come out with one, a few months ago, I believe, that didn't have the lace up back, and it had like a weird seam on it. I was like, "Oh, maybe this was just a fluke." And then this one came out also without the lace up, and it was complete trash. So, I'm hoping they kept their originals right.
Mhm.
I don't know, but
TBD.
TBD. Also, this one is a big, huge one in the social media news. A major influencer in Arizona just lost her 3-year-old son to a drowning accident, and it has gone crazy on social media. People are making a ton of videos about it. The creator herself has not spoken out about this. A whole lot of other influencers that were kind of like in her circle took a pause, like a week pause from posting in like solidarity with her. Most of those have come back to being online as of, I think, yesterday and today. But her best friend has not still posted, and that's their entire job. And so I think that was sweet of them to all, like, take a break for her, but the horrible part is the accident that happened, but beside that is the amount of people making videos monetizing off of this tragic event and this, like, weird relationship that this huge creator's followers have with her, thinking that they are owed an explanation as to what happened, digging and finding death certificates and stuff like this. Like, they are literally losing their minds over this tragic accident that happened to someone that they don't personally know. They feel like they know her because she's on socials. She has no clue who these people are. Like, I'm sure she's appreciative of the concern, but the amount of people just acting a fool and also monetizing off of her, like, tragic event is wild to me.
Yeah, it's really weird, especially with TikTok, where for those that don't know, if you join the creator program, you get paid for the views. If you get a ton of views on something, you'll start making money on these videos, especially if you get a bunch of them going. And you can tell that most of them are just created for that purpose. It'll be like some clickbaity title, and they'll show videos from past like compilations of just random stuff thrown together that looks like she just posted all this stuff. Super gross, like
Yeah.
really weird stuff. And they're making money from it. But yeah, it's just
It's so icky and wrong, and, like, our prayers go out to her. I mm, I couldn't imagine it, and very thankful we haven't had any incidents like that. It was a drowning accident, so I will say, like, it's summertime, especially if you live somewhere like Texas, Arizona, where everyone's close to a pool. Please watch your children. Um, we are doing swim lessons. Our kids are a little bit too not too old for swim lessons, but they're older than most in swim lessons. I wish that we would have started them sooner.
Mhm.
Um, it's a big fear of mine. So put your kids in swim lessons, take all the precautions. I haven't seen this being talked about anywhere recently, but there are certain colors that your child should wear in swimsuits. You can find that if you Google it. Certain colors that show in the water. So you need bright colors. Don't put your kid in a blue swimsuit
Mhm.
because it'll just blend in with the water if there was an accident. And a huge thing is if everyone is watching your child, no one is watching your child. That's something that's going on right now is like, "Oh, well, I thought so and so and so and so, like, there's all these adults around, surely someone's watching my kid." They're not. Someone needs to keep eyes on that child at all times. even if they know how to swim, because accidents can happen. So just water safety, read up on that. I don't want to.
Especially with Memorial Day about to happen. Like
Yes.
people are going to be at lakes, ponds, all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff. Every year there's mass
Accidents.
chaos after one of these holidays where everybody's out on the water.
Yeah, we had an incident in our neighborhood. Do you remember that incident last year? A child drowned. Thankfully, made it through, but drowned at our neighborhood pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and neighbors had to like pull him out and save him. So it's a big ordeal. Just be safe. Okay, a less deep topic in the news. Whoop. American Idol. Massive switch up there, but American Idol just wrapped if you've been watching it. I wasn't super excited about our top 3.
No,
We haven't recapped this, and I guess we probably should have, but we've kind of been behind on filming.
we stopped caring if we're going to be honest.
Yes, so I was really upset when Slater and Thunderstorm went home.
Yeah.
And not to say that anyone on this show was bad, like anyone in the top 10 was bad. I don't think anyone was bad, but just like personally, I thought Slater was going to do really well. I did just see that he signed with um, an agency,
Nice.
so or a record. And so that's really cool for him. Thunderstorm, I think he was already doing great things, will continue to do great things. But then we were left with our top 3. Brianna Nix, I've loved her. I honestly thought she would be in the top 3. She wasn't my favorite, but I really did like her. I didn't like John.
Not at all.
He just didn't move me. I I really thought that he would get a lot of votes because of his like he was for the young girls. Like Audrey wanted to vote for him. Like he found that audience of the young girls and did well with that, but vocally, musically, wasn't my favorite, so I was kinda sad about
That's
that.
my least favorite genre of music.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah, I would have preferred in that kind of genre to pick Slater,
Yeah.
um, although it was a different sound, and then we had Jamal, and Jamal was my favorite of the top 3, and he won. Now, we in Texas did not get to watch the, winner be announced the right way because we were having tornadoes. So we were in the bathroom, in the shower. I had pulled Benji. Audrey was already awake because she wanted to watch the finale. Benji was asleep, had to pull him downstairs, all hunkered down for this tornado warning. Sirens going off like crazy. And they had the weather on one side and the finale on the other side of the screen. Shane's watching it on the iPad. And they turned off the sound though for American Idol. So you couldn't even you could see what was going on, but we didn't get to see Jamal perform his song or anything like that. So I was kind of heartbroken by that. But this was the first time in probably 15 years that I've voted
Mhm.
on American Idol. So I don't know if you remember Chris Allen.
Yeah.
No, he won American Idol like 15 years ago, and he was from Arkansas, and I actually like went to church with him as a little kid and his parents. I knew his parents. So when he was on American Idol, I actually went to his hometowns and was like on the stage behind the stage during his hometown performance. It was like a really cool thing. And so I voted like crazy. I had voting parties for Chris at our house, and it was pretty wild. So, but I haven't voted since then. I honestly haven't cared that much. Like I watched the
We've
show.
watched them, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the show. I'll get into it, but like this was the one time I think because I didn't want John to win that I was like I I just really wanted Jamal. I felt like he was so humble and like deserved it and
Seemed like a
needed it.
really good dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was so glad that he won and I actually like put in all of my votes and all methods. I was like, I'm gonna do this. But then Audrey voted for Brianna. So she was like canceling out some of my votes. Yeah, so excited about that. Oh, and then Love Island.
Mm.
I'm so pumped for this. Love Island comes back June 2nd. So we will be recapping this.
Soon.
Yeah, so Love Island is one where we didn't watch it in real time last season because it was our first season to watch it. But this time we'll be watching it in real time and doing reality recaps.
Hmm,
I
nice.
love reality recaps.
I wonder if they've already shown who's going to be on it. Sometimes they'll like give little profiles of people leading up.
Oh, I don't
Maybe
know,
check on that.
but I don't know if you've seen this. This is separate in the news. Dancing with the Stars, Alex Earl's going on. Like the TikTok star,
Is
Alex
she like
Earl.
a cheerleader or anything?
She
I
probably
don't
is.
give. It doesn't give coordination.
I don't know. But she's on there and one of the Irwin kids, the boy, I think, is
Mm,
gonna be on there, and then I don't know who else, but,
okay,
it's
interesting.
suspected that one of the Mormon wives from the Secret Life show.
We did watch what episode 1 and maybe 2 of that.
Yes. I think it was just episode 1, but yeah, we're watching that.
Those are the like pinnacle of having an episode where literally nothing happens.
Yeah. It's honestly not filmed well at all.
No.
I'm only watching it because I ran out of things to watch.
Yeah.
But and I did enjoy season 1 in a way. I've always, like, been a Taylor fan because I watched her on TikTok beforehand, and so I'm watching it just to see what happens. I also really like, um, Nick Viall's podcast, and they've been on the podcast, so I can't listen to it yet. Um, but yeah. Okay. Now, this is not really in the news, but this is a trend that's been going on. It started on TikTok, as everything does, and now it has made its way to Instagram. And it is a propaganda I'm not falling for trend. And so people have like anything, video in the background, and then they'll put a bunch of things that they are not falling for that people are promoting on social media or just like in today's world, everyone's pushing. So I was going to make a video like this and post it on my page, but I was like, why not just talk about this on the podcast?
Yeah, we don't do posts on pages anymore.
Yeah, I quit. So we're just going to bring this to the podcast. So I have a pretty decent list of this. Do you have some too?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe
Okay.
one or two.
All right. So propaganda I am not falling for. Number 1, Diet Coke. Like, why? You can't tell me it actually tastes better than a regular Coke.
Absolutely not.
No, I don't understand what these people are doing, and it's not good for you. They've found that it has, what, aspartame and all sorts of crap in it. It's not good for you, and it tastes worse. Why don't you just drink the regular Coke?
You gotta go full send if you're gonna drink a soda. Why not?
Okay, next. Protein everything. We've touched on this before, but it is wild how big of a push for protein. I think one of the Kardashians just came out with protein popcorn. Yeah. And so
What?
I don't know. I don't know which one of them it was, but they did just come out with a protein
Hmm.
popcorn, and I've seen some videos about like, hey, just, eat a piece of chicken. Okay. Espresso martinis.
What's wrong with those, babe? Everybody gets them.
Everyone gets them and they look so tasty, and I love espresso and a cute glass. And so I have tried on 3 separate occasions, 3 different places, 3 different bars. I hate them. I hate them so much, and I don't understand how anyone could ever like it.
So it's multiple things that are not good on their own combined together. Like if you think alcohol by itself, garbage. Coffee by itself, we have learned recently, garbage. You put those two as the main ingredients, two garbage ingredients together as the base for this drink, it's going to suck.
It
And it
does.
keeps sucking.
Keep sucking.
How many have you had now? 4 or 5?
I don't know at this
It's been a
point.
lot. We've
I
tried different places. It's not the places.
No, it's
It's the
not.
drink.
Yeah, and I always want one because I don't like cocktails at all, so I'm probably the bad person to speak on this. Actually, here's the thing, I don't think this is on the list, it should be. Alcohol in general, I think, is propaganda I'm not falling for,
Oh,
but I fell for but I'm, like, out of it.
oh,
I've changed my mind on it, and you have not.
I have not.
That's okay, but I think so I feel like absolute garbage no matter what I drink, like alcohol-wise.
Mm.
Doesn't matter what it is now. It used to just be like some things. Nope, now it's all of it. And I think that the happy hour trend, the moms need a glass of wine every night because their life is chaos, that's all a trend. That's all social media pushing you to believe that you need to drink wine with other moms and that socialization should only be with alcohol. Wrong. I don't want to feel like shit. You don't agree. That's fine.
I mean, I get it, and I kind of agree, but the boys are coming over. We're popping some brews.
You're part of the problem.
I'm part of the problem.
Okay.
That's fine though.
Oh, this one really fires me up.
Ooh.
And I just saw another video about this. I've already spoken about this. Like, please freaking quit it. Um, Propaganda I'm not falling for. Supplement recommendations from influencers.
Oh.
And in an ad, you are making money off of telling people exactly what supplements you're taking in what order from a brand when you've never spoken about this brand before.
Mm.
It's just now for an ad, and you're telling people to take berberine and some other things. But berberine specifically, I will say, I actually had people ask me the other day, I was filling up my pill organizer and I posted about the organizer itself and people said, "Hey, can you tell me what supplements you're taking?" And I said, "No." I know. I
Gatekeeping.
Yes, and I replied back and I was like, "I'm not telling you no in a gatekeeping way, but more so in a I don't want to influence you way. It is your body and it has specific needs that are not my specific needs." My doctor did recommend berberine for one of my health things. I started taking it and within 2 days completely lost my appetite, had all sorts of like sensitivities to it. That can happen to so many people. So recommending in an ad that everyone should take berberine, absolutely not. Like she probably made, because I know who this influencer is, she probably made close to $10,000. $10,000 to tell you guys to take berberine, saffron, and a fiber supplement.
Mm.
Pisses me off. That is absolutely wrong. Like, you cannot she is not a doctor. She is not in the wellness space.
Mhm.
Has no credibility. None. And is trying to sell you guys on supplements. Do not take advice from influencers on wellness shit. Like, she's not a doctor. Makes me so mad.
I could tell. I
Oh.
like this. Speak your mind, babe.
Oh. Okay. This one you fell for. Hmm?
No.
No, you did.
No.
Mouth tape.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried it yet though, because you told me I might die.
So everyone was talking about mouth tape online.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it. I looked at it. Shane bought it. Took forever to come in. He didn't like buy it from Amazon.
Yeah.
And then I'd seen some videos about it, like de-influencing people from mouth tape because if you have um like nasal obstructions or stuff like that that you don't know about, like maybe you have sleep apnea and you don't know about it and you use mouth tape, like that could be harmful to you because you might just like completely stop breathing at night. And so I told Shane about that literally right before he was about to put it on before bed and now he's never used it since.
Yeah, I've had it for about a month now. I did. Do you remember the book, the Breathe book?
Oh, yes, I do remember
I
that
was
one.
deep into that. There was a scientist guy who was studying people with all these like nasal issues and how people just like can't breathe anymore, and made a couple of people just like keep their mouth closed for months at a time, and they could breathe so much better. And so, I'm still interested. I just got to figure out how to not die.
Yeah. Maybe you should try it during the day.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If I could run mouth taped, I would be a freak athlete. And
Yeah.
I'm already close, so
Mm. Okay.
I'd look cool too.
Mm. Okay. All right, this one. The sun is bad for you.
What?
I don't believe it.
People say that?
People say that. The sun's bad for that's why they're all telling you to wear sunscreen multiple times, like, reapply your sunscreen all the time on your face throughout the day, wear a hat, long
You're
sleeves.
telling me sunscreen's better? This random aerosol that I spray on my face that
Well,
I can't get off my sunglasses?
there's the mineral and there's the chemical and there's the this, that, or the other, and I just think sun exposure in limited doses. Now, when we go to the beach, 100% sunscreen because I will fry, and I guarantee that's bad for you. I think frying in the sun, yes, bad for you.
Mm.
But getting sun like, if we go out for a walk right now, there's no chance in hell that I'm putting sunscreen on my face or anywhere else. No, the sun is good for you.
I'm
What?
gonna take my chances too because we looked at the price of the healthy sunscreens
Oh,
at Sprouts, and good lord, I would
tons.
rather burn.
Yeah, lots of money. Okay. Oh, 5 a.m. wake ups. There's all these 5 a.m. club people, these influencer moms telling you to, wake up at 5 a.m. and get your workout done and eat this and chill and then take care of your kids and that you're going to have the most productive day. When the hell are you going to sleep? Because if I wake up at 5 a.m., I don't take naps and I will never take naps. Even if I wake up at 5 a.m., my anxiety doesn't allow me to take naps. And if I take naps, then I'm going to be passed out for the rest of the day. I wake up feeling like crap. But if you're waking up at 5 a.m., are you going to bed at 8 p.m.?
No, I fully support this. I was doing my best works when I was waking up early. You go to bed like 10 or 11, you're still fine.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Maybe for men.
You get used to it.
No, men and women have different amounts of sleep needed. Women need more sleep. So if women are going to bed at 10 or 11 o'clock at night and waking up at 5 in the morning, they are not getting an adequate amount of sleep.
I was doing great. I support it. 5 o'clock,
You're,
maybe even 4. Used to go to the gym at 4.
you're stupid. All right,
Oh,
this
I
might
got one. Want me to
throw
throw one
one.
in the pot?
Yeah.
So I feel like anyone that just has even one kid, just having a kid, you are now required to have a 3-row SUV. Like that's just the requirement. It's got to have at least 3 more seats than needed for what? Why? Why all these seats? When we had Odge, I had a Honda Civic
And I had a Camry.
and we did just fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a small car, but we have one kid and we're not giant people.
Hmm.
It-
Also had a Camry when we had Benji
yeah,
and the
it's
Civic.
like a regular car.
I think it's just that's what moms do. And we are told that being a soccer mom means you need a big SUV. I didn't even have a kid that played soccer, but I felt like I needed a 3-row SUV.
Mm.
I did not.
No, I remember when we got the Wagoneer, you said, I need 3 rows. So if other kids want to ride with me, I can take them to games. But we've talked, this is, I think, episode 15. We've talked 14 episodes about how we hate other people's kids.
I did that one time for Audrey's birthday, take her and like 4 friends to the movies, and they all fit in my car. Just one time.
One time, we have one example of using the third
And
row.
we could have just taken 2 cars and probably fit all of the children anyway.
Yeah, I got you on that one.
Thong bikinis.
Mm,
Propaganda I'm not falling for, but Shane
why?
is.
Hell yeah, I am.
Some people, I think it's kind of funny, but like some people's spouses would never allow them to wear a thong out in public.
Mm,
But you don't care.
no, no, I like it. Other people like it. Why not? Why deprive other people of just goodness in the world?
Oh,
It's
Lord.
like the sun. It's great. Show it. Don't cover it up with sunscreen or material.
Okay. Poppy.
Yeah.
You guys already know. We hate Poppy. And I don't think probiotic soda in any form is needed. And that is just a trend that should go away. 10,000, no, 10K, yeah, 10,000 steps. 10,000 steps. 10,000 steps a day. Who the hell determined that it's 10,000 steps a day? And is that for short people or tall people? Because everyone's legs move a little bit differently. Like a short person walking that many steps, maybe they wouldn't get as far. Like who determined 10,000 steps across the board and for what? Like, what is that actually doing for you? And how the hell do you get them? Because I've tried, I don't get them. I could go walk for like 2 hours and still not even be a quarter of the way to 10,000 steps. It is complete crap.
I mean, you know my take on this, and it's a little controversial that I think steps by themselves are stupid because you could just run your ass off for 30 minutes and that's going to do more. Like,
Yeah.
just devote 30 minutes to running your ass off.
Yeah. I don't think that it's got to be random. There's a random number of 10,000 for every single person is getting every single person to their goal. Dumb. Okay. Last but not least, feminism.
What? That's propaganda?
Propaganda.
Okay.
It's not that I'm anti women, but like,
Sounds like it.
I am not anti women, but like the overly, like, men are terrible. Feminism?
Mm,
No. Like, shut up. We each have a role. Just play your role. I feel like it's not that hard.
they haven't found someone like me. Oh, I was gonna. So I took Odge to her doctor's appointment, and what freaked her out more than anything in the world was me saying that I didn't want to go, and that to punish her, I was gonna talk in my country accent and take her to the big city to her nice little doctor's appointment. She lost her damn mind. She was worried, and that was great.
You are awful. None of us like that accent.
People out there in the world do.
No, they don't.
I throw it on. They're like, "Hey, we're in Texas now." No one else has it.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Texas, though, Texas fifth grade graduation.
Mm,
So they didn't do like a cap and gown type of graduation. Like when we did pre-K graduation
mm.
in Texas, they did like the cute little cap and gowns. And that was in Arkansas too. But for this one, fifth grade is the end of elementary school where we're at, which was also different in Arkansas. But they had this like little graduation ceremony and everyone got an award. And everyone was called by name for these awards. And this is a large school. We were there a long time. And these awards were interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a complete waste of time. We had what, at least 6, maybe 7 classes, each with like 30 damn kids in it, each getting their own personal little award about what they're good at.
Yeah.
All of them useless.
I feel like the award should have been done in the classroom. So,
Yeah.
like, that's how it was for Benji's first grade class. The award was done in the classroom. So, at max, you have like 25 kids that you like sit through and they get an award. But this one, we had to sit through the entire graduating class. And we maybe have to do this again when they graduate middle school or high school.
Every grade there's something.
There's something.
And so like at what point do does that like shut off to where everyone gets an award for everything? Cuz at some point you don't win if you lose. Right?
That's not in today's society. In today's society, everybody gets an award
Like that creativity award doesn't mean shit,
if
right?
everyone else got it.
Cuz everybody got an award.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like what are we doing?
And kind of part of the awards thing, the last day of school, a ton of these kids left upset because all of these teachers are leaving. And I think that it's been talked about on social media for a while that teaching is becoming such a hard thing to do. I think it's always been a hard thing to do. It's always been underpaid. But with maybe gentle parenting, I've heard from a lot of teachers that gentle parenting is forcing them to quit teaching. And that is direct from teachers, not me. So don't come for me, although you will anyway about gentle parenting. That's fine. So these teachers are leaving. Benji's first year teacher just graduated. So she's like brand new teacher. She's quitting. She's pregnant. She's going to be a stay-at-home mom. I love that for her. But 1 year and she was like, I'm out. Audrey's teacher, out. Another kid's teacher, out. Last year, tons of them left.
Every year, that's their last year. And it's not our kids because our kids are good, but like
Somebody's kids.
somebody's kids.
No, I'm like, this is wild. So what's going to happen? Are we going to have crappy teachers? Like, are they going to lower the requirements for teachers to become teachers
They're
so
gonna
that
have to.
we like something's going to have to change because we're going to run out of teachers. If they go to school and only teach 1 year, what are we going to do? And are people going to keep going to school to be teachers?
No.
You shouldn't, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's been something that's been talked about forever is like, why would you be a teacher unless you really love kids? But right now, the kids do not love you.
And there's
Like,
so much like admin stuff to teaching now that I don't think used to be the case.
yeah.
So there's a lot to it. And it's such an underpaid job that
Yeah.
I wonder, like, what will schooling look like in 10 years? Like, is it
Right.
going to be the same? A lot of people are transitioning to homeschool. We're considering homeschool because of what today's society looks like, what public education looks like in today's world of social media is terrifying.
Yeah. And we've
Absolutely.
talked about it too, about like what college looks like. Like I feel like saving up for college and like doing it the traditional way that our parents kind of like had us in a line for doesn't make sense anymore. Like our our kids are gonna go to Benji's gonna go to college in 11 years. Is he gonna go to college? Like, is he gonna stay at a dorm? Like, why would he? All of it's probably also online. I don't know.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. With all the AI stuff, like
Yeah.
the whole world is completely shifting and nobody knows what it's going to look like. And that's the craziest thing.
Mm.
Okay, moving on to car shopping.
Woo! That's one of my favorites.
I know you love it. We are in the market for a new vehicle. And as some of you know, I have is it a 22 or 23?
Two.
A 22 Wagoneer, Jeep Wagoneer, not the Grand, the regular Series 2. And I have loved my Wagoneer. I have told everyone I love it. It's very nice, very luxurious. I knew when we bought it, it was a new car. Not many people had it. But I had read reviews that they had had some issues, but I was like, "Ah, every car has some issues." I loved it so much. I was fine with it. Bought it new. But here lately, it's started to have some issues. We've also talked to a mechanic who said that all the Wagoneers are completely falling apart. And so now it's like, well, I don't want it to completely break down on me. I was driving with the kids the other day and the entire infotainment went out when I was trying to back up. And if you don't know what a Wagoneer is, it's like the size of a bus. And trying to back that thing out in a busy parking lot when everything goes black is problematic because I don't know how to use those side mirrors. They gave me the backup camera for a reason. So
And that's not the first time it's went out. It's had its glitches a lot.
it was, and we thought that this was just a fluke. It was on a tow truck like weeks after I bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are looking at new cars. And I asked my followers to give me their car recommendations, like their SUV recommendations. What do you drive? How long have you had it? Like your favorite car that doesn't have any issues. 'Cause I'm like, I don't want issues. Liability is important. But here is the top 10.
Top 10. What was the sample size? Did you add them up?
I did. The sample size was 1,150 votes.
Good Lord. And you didn't get through all of them.
I didn't get through all of them. My head was spinning. It took me hours, and I was, like, literally tally marking these cars. There were so many I didn't count how many total cars there were recommended, but there were a ton of cars, and I picked the top 10. But what I thought was interesting, I pulled the percentage
Mhm.
of the number 1, car that was recommended to see how many people recommended it, and it was 7%.
Yeah, it's still low. Is what I was thinking. If you did 1,100, none of them got over what, 60
No,
or
83,
80? Okay,
83,
so
85.
all less than 100, so less than
So it
10%.
was 7% for the number 1 pick, and that tells you just how many vehicles were recommended, which made things a little bit difficult, but this one was the highest, the Toyota Highlander, and it makes sense.
We expected that answer.
Yes. Now do I want one? No,
You don't want one?
I
But you
don't.
want a reliable car, right?
I do, and that's the problem. I love my Wagoneer so much, and the Highlander feels like a step down.
Yeah.
And although it is reliable and a great car safety ratings, like, I know that that is the smart, responsible choice,
Mhm.
but I don't want it.
Ah,
Number 2 is the Volkswagen Atlas.
this was a surprise.
This was a surprise to me. I had a Volkswagen, the last car that I had. I had the Taos, and it was a lemon.
That one was crap from day one.
That was the car that I bought without Shane's, like, approval, like, he wasn't even there, wasn't a part of any of it, got screwed over, like,
Karma.
big red flag there. And so because of that, it makes me hesitant on Volkswagen as a brand. Now the Atlas has been around, like that's one of their most popular
Yeah.
ones, and Shane had the Golf
I love the Golf.
and had no problems with it. So maybe I'm being a bit too judgmental.
Maybe.
So many people said that they loved theirs and it
Yeah.
wasn't just a new model.
That one's weird because I don't see any. Like I see some older ones, but I don't even know what the new one looks like, I don't think.
I think it's exactly that. You don't know what it looks like. I see them everywhere. There's like 5 million in our neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How about that?
Number 3, I was surprised by how many people recommended this one, but not s like, I see them all the time, so I guess it wasn't too shocking, and it was the Yukon Denali,
Yeah.
and I love the look of it. However, this one had 5 plus people saying, "Do not buy a Yukon Denali," and they were very strong with their "don't do it" messages to where it kind of was like, "It's number 3 on the list, but terrifying if you are looking for reliability."
Yeah, I've seen full videos dedicated to do not buy that or the Tahoe, the ones that share like similar powertrains, and that one's concerning.
Yeah. Alright, number 4 is the Expedition, mainly the Max, so the larger Expedition, and I also don't know who these people are. So they're my followers. I assume they're moms, but I don't know who these people are, what their needs are. Do you have 3 or 4 children? If you do, you probably do need the Expedition Max or something massive, right? We have 2 children, not in car seats. Like, we don't take children other places, and when we travel, we typically have someone, help us get to the airport. So, I don't know if it's really needed. I do have the biggest SUV, and I love that it is massive. And if I wanna put an 85-inch TV in the back, I can.
We have.
We have. But do I need it?
Yeah, that's where my thing is like, how much space do we need? Because we have two small kids and we're not taking anyone else's kids anywhere.
Well, Shane half the time drives his car for us as an entire family, and it is a small Lexus
Yeah,
car.
we fit. There's 4 seats and 4 people.
Yeah, we go and buy groceries in it.
Yeah,
So, like, there's really honestly no need for me to have a massive SUV, but it is the mentality of, well, all the soccer moms or all the football moms, or if you're a mom in general, you need to have a huge blacked out SUV. And I love the look of them.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
we've had this fight a bunch of times because we'll go to the grocery store and you're like, obviously, we're going to take my car, right? No, we can take my car. Every grocery trip, all the stuff fits in just a trunk. Unless we go to Costco. That's the
Costco.
only time. And you can order, we have found the sweet spot of Costco. You can order damn near everything from Costco same day. And it just shows up. You don't even have to go to Costco. And that is great because if you go to Costco, you come out with a bunch of shit that you don't need and you have 40 of them. just to try something. And so now we don't even have to do that. They just bring that shit to us. So we don't even go to Costco anymore. We don't even need an SUV. What kind of car you want?
Maybe a small SUV. I still like being up high. That's my thing too, is like I don't like getting in a small car. It just I don't know. I like my space. I like sitting up high. I always wanted a truck. I wanted a Ford F-150 as a teenager. I never got one, but I always wanted a truck. I just like being up high. Okay, number 5, the Honda Pilot. This one I expected to be at, like, number 2. Number 1 or number 2. I thought it would be, like, neck and neck with a Highlander, and it wasn't. Why?
I don't know the answer to that. I think it should be number one. You
I
asked for a reliable car. I think it should be number one. Honda Pilot.
I agree. I feel like the Pilot and the Highlander are neck and neck. My family had the Pilot, and it went, like, 250,000 plus miles without any issues. So, I think it should be up there reliability-wise, but I don't want it because it's not luxury.
Yeah, this would be my pick. We've talked about it. I like if you just want to give up and just have the most reliable vehicle on the planet, it's a Pilot. I even went through Auto Trader and sorted by most miles on an SUV, and all of them were Pilots. And they had so many miles. And they're selling them because they still are running. Whoa. There's like 300 plus on a lot of these.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Get your Pilot. Give up, babe. Just
Number 6 is the Forerunner. No surprise there. Honestly thought it'd be a little bit higher, but I think my sample size was mainly moms, and I drove the Forerunner the other day, actually, the TRD Pro one, and
not the new one, though.
not the new one. No, I used a 23,
Yeah.
I think, and I thought it was fine, but it was so slow.
Yeah.
And I have a V8 in my Wagoneer, and slow is not it for me.
Yeah.
And it didn't give a ton of space, and it was super slow, and while I know for a fact that it is so reliable, the old one, I don't know anything about the new one, I don't like the new one, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I tried.
You tried. Yeah, good try. I was surprised that you liked those because they're off roady and you are not.
I know. Alright, number 7 is the Tahoe. I've always wanted a Tahoe. That was, in Arkansas, your dream, a mom car, black Tahoe, and now
You're the black SUV mom?
oh, I'm the
Remember the
black
black
SUV.
versus the white?
Yes, I am.
What's black mean? That you're complete chaos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like the
Fits.
type B moms, like complete chaos. I'm like type A in some ways, but in parenting ways, I think I'm very much like type B, just
Mm.
all over the place. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Park in two spots, throw your keys to somebody as if they're the valet and just like run inside 10 minutes late.
I love
That's you.
valet. So the Tahoe, I would definitely get if it wasn't having a whole bunch of issues. I've seen so many people having theirs on TikTok towed
Yeah.
off and just buying a
That's
new one.
a hard thing to recover from if you're watching people video their car going off on a wrecker.
Yeah,
And that's on there a lot.
a lot of
I don't know
Tahoes.
that I've seen any other cars do that.
Yeah. All right, number 8 is the Telluride. And I don't really know about this one. I had a Sorrento. It was, I think, a 2021. No, that's not right.
20,
2020? No,
19,
2019.
19. There it is.
I had a 2019 Sorrento. Absolutely no issues with that car. Nothing was wrong with the car. We bought it very cheap, had no problems. Why did I sell it for a Taos? Because I was stupid. So stupid. That's when like car prices for used prices were going up and they like convinced me that it was a good idea to like I got a letter saying, "We'll buy your
During
car."
COVID.
Yeah, no, that was stupid. I should have kept the Sorrento. Nothing was wrong with it and it had 3 rows. I put leather seats in it. Like it was a good car. Kia has a bad rap. And the Tellurides had a lot of issues recently.
They came out during COVID and there was the big like chip shortage and I think they cheaped out on a bunch of things. I don't know about the new ones though.
Yeah, I think it might be a perfectly fine car,
Yeah.
but it's
They're everywhere.
they're everywhere, but it's a Kia, and so you don't think reliability when you think Kia.
Right.
Okay, number 9 is probably top of my list, and it is the Acura MDX S.
Yeah.
They just said MDX in general, but That one, I like the look of it. Um, it's still not a boxy SUV, but it is affordable, reliable because it's Acura. So I think that one's
Yeah.
I'll
I
go
think
there.
that's our mix is trying to find something that's not like full blown. I just gave up and got a Pilot, but also not. I'm in a Range Rover that I know is gonna blow up before the warranty's out.
Yeah, I would love a Range Rover, guys. Like, I mean, wouldn't we all drive a Range Rover, a G-Wagon, any of those cars? They sound fantastic, but, well, price and reliability. So, number 10, the Mazda CX-5. And I don't think anything's wrong with that one either. Like we've been watching car reviews on YouTube. Who are the people that we watch?
The straight pipes.
Shout out to them. Great car reviews. And they are actually the ones that talked me out of the Grand Highlander. I watched their review on the Grand Highlander and said, "No, thank you. No, thank you." Their review of the Mazda, no. Well, their review of the Mazda was good. Also the Acura,
Mhm.
probably my favorite review.
Yep.
So, those
What
are
we found is that you don't like the mom reviews though. You
no.
like the car guy reviews, which is funny.
Yes, I like the car guy reviews, and I think it's because of our stage in life as parents. Had this been 5, 6, 7, a lot of years ago when our kids were in the car seats and we needed the latch connect and all that crap, okay, yeah, those reviews are for me. If I was having a baby right now, I would need car mom reviews, but I don't carry a stroller around. I don't care if it fits in the trunk. I don't know anything about these latch systems. We had that, put that seatbelt in there. You know, our kids are older. I don't need car mom reviews.
Yeah. What's crazy though is how much tech has grown for like just having a kid, where you can have cameras in your car and shit, and like talk to them and like whisper through the little things now. That's wild.
Yeah, the Escalade has that little like mic to where you can hear what they're saying in the third row. And there's like so much to cars these days. We made it just fine with a really old Camry
And a Honda
and a
Civic.
Honda Civic. So honestly, it really doesn't matter, I guess. All right. So that is a wrap for cars. Who knows what I'm going to end up with? If I picked right now what car I think I'm going to get, it would be the Acura. But I went and drove 2 cars the other day that I was, like, pretty set on, hated both of them, left the lot, and was like, "I'll just keep the Wagoneer," and then it started having issues again, so gotta drive some more.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish I could vlog that and not look ridiculous so that you guys could see how terrible I am at this. It's, like, immediately vibes.
Yeah.
If I don't like the sales guy, I just write off the whole brand. If I don't if I get in it and it just feels wrong, I'm done. Like, yeah, you can't come back from it.
Yeah.
I'm so
That's
picky.
why it's so difficult for me, because I give you ideas and you'll just like look at the color of it and be like, no, I don't want one of those. And obviously there's other colors.
Yes, I am definitely too picky, and the dream, if they could just lower the price, is the Lexus GX 550.
Mm.
I want it so bad, but I don't wanna pay that much for it, so alright, moving on. Do we have the question of the day?
We do. All right, today's question of the day is sponsored by TheraICE. We got this sweet little company that got little products to ice stuff when you're hurt and injured. This one is actually for my ankles, but I'm gonna put it on my arm so you can see what it looks like. Super cool, fits real nice, gets real cold. You just throw that bad boy in the freezer. Now that we're in our 30s, everything hurts, especially when we're trying to get in shape and look good for the beach using these daily.
Yes.
Especially my ankles when I basketball. I need ankles. So put these bad boys on my feet.
Do you wanna show them the head
Helps.
one?
Yep.
The head one is super cool. It is for people who have migraines, and you slip it over your head. Shane's gonna demonstrate for us. You slip it over your eyes and you can take a little nap with it. Now they are very cold, so straight out of the freezer, be cautious, freezing cold. But if you're someone that has migraines, they're really good. Also, this is not officially sponsored, as none of our ads are. But if you want it to be, let us know.
Yep. We'll shout out anything.
Your hair is
But yeah,
messed up
might
now.
have jacked up the hair. That's fine.
Okay.
Head feels good. We've got the question of the day. All right, we're getting close to Father's Day. So as Father's Day is approaching, I'm thinking, you know what? Dream might be I get the fam, we go out on the boat, just like in the harbor or something. I've got a boat in this scenario, and we're gonna name it. What's the name of my boat?
Uh, Captain Cow.
Captain Cow. I like that.
Yeah. Shane loves cows. I love cows. Shane used to dress up as a cow. Um,
Played on a cow basketball team. We were the cows.
yeah,
Black and white uniforms with spots.
maybe the cow, but you would be Captain Cow.
That's fine. I like that. Good job, babe. That's a good answer. All right, the cow is coming soon.
No, we're not buying
So-
a boat.
What?
We're not buying a boat.
No, we just named it. How can we not get one that already has a name?
This is an imaginary boat in an imaginary situation because we would never go out on a boat for Father's Day. What do you actually want to do for Father's Day,
I
though?
don't know. I guess we'll get into that next episode.
Yes, we are actually going to be taking a slight break. So, this episode will be out on Memorial Day. And then the following Monday, we will be at the beach, Destin, Florida. I am so excited. This is my happy place.
And we're not looking to move there. We're just going to hang out.
Yes, this is just our annual family vacation. If you see us, come say hi. We love to chat with people. And I did see people the last time we were in Destin. People came out and stopped me. I love talking with you guys, although I am a little bit awkward in person. So just, be prepared. But we will be taking a break that Monday and we will come back the following Monday with a recap of Florida. Maybe I've bought a new car and maybe we've decided to move because Shane has been applying for jobs all over the US.
We are driving a Bronco in
Mm.
Florida, so maybe you get a Bronco. But yeah, throwing apps everywhere. If you see one, put in a good word.
All right. See you guys in 2 weeks.